Hey guys, what's going on? This is Blue here doing another shoutcast as we jump right in. This is going to be on the Forest of Niflheim getting started in just a few minutes. Anyway, leave the world queue there. And anyway, as we get started here, it's going to be Brave New World spawning over here in the line base, going up against what appears to be mainly Sync. However, they're running different tags, but I think pretty much it is Sync spawning over here on the red side. The game has begun, though. We're going to open the map, and let's check out those splits. We're not going to see any crossplay from either team. Pretty stable splits to start things off here. Now we're going to see who's going to rush mid. Rangers capping the side points. No real surprises there, as we would expect, generally speaking. Red team, though, Sync is going to be heading around the back, probably to go for a surprise burst play or something like that as they come up. And I think we're actually going to have a Shadow Refuge, too, as we check out what's going on here. No, maybe not, maybe not. I think it failed or something like that because they weren't actually able to put... Oh, no, there we go. Very nice indeed. Cade's going to pop that down. Not Shadow Refuge indeed, but a Smoke Field will guarantee, I believe, a little bit of a longer duration of stealth. So they're going to come right up here, try to get the burst off. Let's go to our overview point to watch that engagement itself. Currently, Cuffa damage and Almighty Crisis from the blue team. Currently just trying to deal some damage there onto, this is my DPS guard, the Guardian 4. Our red team here at the moment. As we check out what's going on, they did manage to get a very nice amount of burst off onto Cuffa. Unfortunately, negated most of that through his Death Strut there, but still taking some heavy damage here. As you can see, these conditions, 17 stacks of bleeds and a really long burning tick there. Spirit's going to guarantee him going down. They did manage to get him res back up though, so he is in the fight there. Thanks to that Spirit, thanks to that Nature Spirit there that you can see rolling off at the moment. As we check out what's going on here though, back in the rest of the middle of the fight, no one else is down. We have no other crossplay. It's pretty much a full-on 5v5, but we do have a bit of stuff hanging out in the back here, as I can check out here. Spirit's down around here in the back is dueling Cade. Cade's not doing so hot, unfortunately, as we jump over to his point of view now. As he'll come in about 3 seconds, we're just going to retreat away for the time being, get that back up, and then he'll probably jump back into the fight then. As we go back over here to the middle to see what's going on here, we're going to jump on Obi for the minute here on this Ranger's point of view. We're going to see how it's rolling here in the middle fight. Again, no one down as we've had an extremely even middle fight just to open things up here. Cuffa as well, getting some heals off there. He's still swimming. He's taken down earlier in the middle, earlier in this fight, if you do remember. Unfortunately, was knocked out pretty early due to a burst, but got himself back up. And then we saw him get up again. Unfortunately, little damage did go down in that process there, and little damage as well going to get up. So definitely looking to see stronger team fight damage here on the red side, as you definitely can see those conditions ticking off. However, that might turn around here right now, as little Zombify actually going to be the first one to get knocked out here. This is my DPS guard, as well as K-Bud following suit. However, they were rezzed up due to that warrior banner that you just saw going down. Mini Twerp went down as well, but they got the AoE, they got the resurrection back off on him by normal means there. So he's going to be back up and in play now as we take a look at this. And now again, it's going to flip around. Almighty Crisis, little damage, and Spirits are all down, and it looks as though red team will be getting the successful stomps off this time. Spirits is down, damage is down, Almighty Crisis got back up. However, he's in vengeance, so he's not going to be up for much longer. Does have the risk of K-Pud going down here in just a moment, but I think he's going to be safe. He has enough distance between himself and Almighty Crisis, and as such, Almighty Crisis is pretty much already dead. Cuffa's down here as well. At this point, will be going to the red team to start things off, and with that, we're going to be having Sync ahead here. 90 points to start things off, going up against 70 points. They will have the first 2 capture points, although they did try going for a bit of a cross cap over here, a quick one, to say the least. Unfortunately, we're not able to get that off. Obi tried to go for that cross cap at least. Unfortunately, we did not have the best of luck, as Sync was quick to react there, falling back, making sure they had their defensive there on that back point. And now Cade will be seeking him out, trying to knock him out. Almost died to fall damage. That would have been very inconvenient, and unless he would have spawned faster. But anyways, we're going to check this out here. Cade is going to go for a quick stealth stomp, make sure it isn't interrupted there, and Obi's just going to gladly accept that, as he will get back into the game that much quicker. As we jump back over here to the middle fight, though, we do have more blue team pressure being applied. This is my DPS guard, currently sitting alone, the only one that's actually being able to defend this at this moment. K-Pud as well, and the other members are going to start coming up in just a few moments. Notice that they've skipped their boss here. They have a pretty opportune moment to take that, but chose to go into the middle instead because of the fact that, obviously, their bunker guardian would have needed help, and by taking that boss, yes, they would have gained the 25 points and the 50 point stat boost, but they would have been taking a huge risk in the process of letting their bunker here die out. So they did choose to go to mid, play it safe, and make sure they held on to those 2 points. So anyway, just seeing what else we have going on. We do have Ovi who's going to try to make another run for mine here in just a moment, but we also have Tor pretty much ready for it, as you can see here. He's waiting in the wings, so he's probably going to head back over there in just a second once he sees once he sees him going on the point, which he is doing right now. As we jump in, though, we did see our first person go down here in this mid-fight. K-Pud is going to be it. Fortunately, he was able to toss down that Elixir R and get himself back up and into the game there, so no one's down as of yet. Looking like little damage, probably going to be the next person to go down here. Does have some shouts coming up in just a moment, as you can see right now. However, he is still fairly low. We also have Almighty Crisis going down right here. They're going to try to res him up, but little damage can't afford to get on the body there. He is going to go down. Stomp is going to roll off on the target there. Little damage was able to get up, but unfortunately, as you saw, Spirits took a lot of damage in the process trying to res him up. Got bursted pretty heavily by some AoE grenades that were thrown in there by the engineer, or by, I was actually thrown in by Cade, apologies. Tossed in by Cade over there, got some very nice corpse cleave that off on that body there, and obviously, as you can see, little damage has gone down as well, and red team will successfully defend this. They have, however, lost their mind point, as you can currently see, as Ovi did beat out Twerp in that Spirit Ranger versus Spirit Ranger 1v1 over there, and that is going to be blue team sniping that away. K-Put's going to try to come in here and stop that before the full cap goes off. Ovi will be trying his best to get the full cap off. It's going to be close, however. I think he's going to be 1 or 2 ticks away, and actually just lost 2 of those ticks there by jumping off the point there for a moment, so that's very unfortunate indeed. And here comes Zombify, and K-Put once more going to be rolling in on this guy, trying to get him off that point, trying to get their side point back. But we do have the other members of the blue team heading in here now in just a second as well. Almighty Crisis is within range. He's going to be jumping into this to try and make sure this stays contested, making sure they keep a competitive advantage here on, or a competitive contention here on their opponent's scores. They're still only about 50 points behind here, not too badly behind. They can easily come back at any point. Unfortunately, as you can see, the superior numbers here for Sync at this mine point is obviously going to allow them to take this point back. As you can see, they did manage to take down K-Put. Unfortunately, Obi was too far gone at that point, so he is going to be knocked out. Switching over to K-Put now to watch him. Does have a bit of poison ticks on him, however, I do think he's going to be safe. No one is within range to take him down, unfortunately, and here's his heals up right now, so he's probably going to pop that just moments, and there it is. And now on Spirits at the moment, who is trying to retreat, or maybe trying to get in there. Red team did finally full cap, so it's probably going to be in Spirit's best interest to try and get out of here if he can. Unfortunately, not going to have the best luck in doing so. As you can see, did get taken out there, so he's going to get stomped in just moments there. As we jump over to the middle point once more, though, let's see what we have going on right here. This is my DPS guard, who is the bunker guardian for Sync at the moment. Currently defending. Actually got put into a pretty nice corner. Luckily for his team, luckily for Sync in general, though, Zombify, Cade, as well as some of the other members were pretty close behind them, so they were able to get on that point before it got too far decap, and they're still holding it in contention, or in their favor for the time being. Almighty Crisis, Kuffa, a little damage, all moving in on this as well, so we're going to see this team fight. Based on what we've seen so far, probably going to see Sync take this one again, just because they've pretty much won every team fight so far. However, we could see things change up in just a moment. Again, though, over here at the mine point, we did have Obi going for the decap, and who's pretty much been doing this the entire game. So we'll check in on how he's going. He appears to be winning against Twerp once more in just a moment. But we'll go back to the middle here, as we do have some down targets. This is my DPS guard, Bunker Guardian for Sync, as well as Little Zombify. Again, that's going to be the Necromancer for Sync. Just were taken down there. K-Pud's down as well. This is my DPS guard. Got back up, however. Zombify was stomped out, as well as K-Pud is now down. He does have an elixir on him. This is my DPS guard trying his best to res him, but it's not going to be enough, and the stomp will be going off on K-Put here in just a moment, and this is my DPS guard is going to get stomped out here in just moments as well, as you're going to see him go down. They're just going to leave the body there to bleed out, no other support nearby, and finally, blue team will turn their odds around, and Brave New World here is going to be taking that middle point, but again, we did see the back cap go off, this time by Cade on the henge point. Both these teams very good with that map awareness, very good at covering for any lost points here. As you can see, they did move in to take back that henge point. Unfortunately, being a thief, he's not going to really be able to contest that like something like Ovi would. Ovi's a lot more tanky, he can take a lot more damage. Kane unfortunately can't do that, so once there's more than one person on him, he sort of has to get out of there if he wants to be able to retreat and still stay alive. But he is delaying quite a bit here at the middle fight, so maybe his teammates, he's actually buying time for his teammates up here to take the boss and then head into mid. As you can see, he's holding back Spirits as well as Almighty Christ at the moment. It's delaying them for quite a bit. He's actually going to jump back in, and this is actually a very nice mind play here. As you can see, he's delaying the time, and now, as you can see right now, these three guys, they're pretty far back, and the three people from Sync up here have a pretty open slot to pull some damage off onto little damage. The question is, can they burst him down quickly enough? We do have Spirits coming on up now, as well as Kuffa, as Cade was finally taken down here. Almighty Crisis is still here being delayed, but he's probably going to head... Oh, no, actually, that was actually pretty smart. Almighty Crisis was the bunker for that point, so they stayed there just to make sure Cade actually fully went down, and he's probably going to retreat to henge here in just a moment as well. Maybe to take on the boss as well. As you can see, this is being contested at the moment. But anyway, as we look here into the middle fight, though, as that's pretty much gone into full swing once more, Spirits is being focused down pretty hard there. Was forced to pop his elixir S to get out of there and keep himself alive. Obviously, that's the immunity there for a few seconds. But again, is being hit pretty heavily there. As you can see, that chain CC going off on him. He is going to be going down here. Little Zombify moving in for the stomp right now, and it will go off successfully. Possibly going to be a flip here into the middle. Just to check up on the scores here real quick, guys. 385 points for Sync at the moment compared to 335 points for Brave New World. One capture point for each team, and the henge is contested at the moment, as once again Ovi and Twerp are going at it at each other. So we'll have to check back in on this 1v1 in just a second, as it is appearing like Twerp may finally take this one, as Ovi has, I believe, is 2-0 in these two 1v1s so far in this game. So we'll have to see how that goes. I believe that I think that Ovi does have a Spirit Ranger out, so Ovi can save herself. Twerp may be able to time the burst correctly here, and he did actually. He managed to fake the actual Spirit Res there on Obi, so he's going to be taking Obi down. There won't be a Spirit Res so long as they don't AoE cleave the Spirit down here in the next few seconds, but I think they're aware of that possibility, so they're just going to be careful with that. Obi will be going down momentarily here, and Sync pretty much fully moved in on this. Now, no way, Obi's still safe. Obi still has a chance to come in this. They need to watch that AoE cleave on the Spirit. I can't actually see its health. Let me see if I can jump into the overview. Oh, and it did die, and that's going to be Obi getting up. I tell it, they had to watch out for that, and because they didn't, Obi was able to get back up and into the game. K-Pud now down, going to get himself up due to the Elixir R there, as you can see, will be brought back up and into the game now, and this is a full-on team fight over here. It's a 2v3, I believe, if I'm reading these numbers correctly. Stranger World at the disadvantage here over here. Stranger World did cap the cross point, however, they have control over the mine, and at middle two, we're just going to try to narrate both these fights at once. Almighty Crisis and Spirits are currently going up against Sync, and this is my DPS guard. Sync is looking a little, Cade, and this is my DPS guard. Sync and the two red team members here are looking a little bit weaker, though, as we check out what's going on here, as this is my DPS guard, is looking like he might be a little wary. You can see him going on right there. Cade does not have his Shadow Refuge, and that's going to be it for him. He's going to get knocked out. We do have Spirits right now, but Cade, 960 health with a bleed sack on him. He's not looking too good. You can see him, though. He wants to take the body. He wants to make sure that the body stays down, but again, I believe he took some retail there, and that's what killed him. He's going to jump onto the point, but his death is pretty much inevitable at this point, and that is going to be this point going into blue team control, or actually staying in blue team control in just a moment, as we check out what's going over here at the Henge, as once again, we do have Brave New World, who's currently down, but closing in with the only 2 capture points. Red team having 0 points for income at the moment. Those bosses are coming up. They're going to be crucial to the winner of this game here in just a few moments. We are seeing Sync maintain control over the Henge here in just a few moments, as soon as they take down little damage. They may not even need to, as you can currently see, the rest of them are retreating. They realize they need to hold on to these 2 points. They don't want to gambit anything right now, and they've actually already lost a decap over here at the mine point, and mid is open right now as well. They need to get some compensation on that, as Cade may be heading up here to try and get a sneak cap onto that, possibly one of the other 2 members as well. As you can see, they are compensating for that right now with these other 2 members. One of them needs to head to mid, though. As you can see, no one's on mid. That might be another decap on him. Brave New World needs to be careful here, or they're going to lose their one and only point, and I think they may actually do that. You can see over here, Red Team Engineer CCing the Guardian, and that's going to be it. They've lost all their points. That's going to be Sync pushing themselves ahead now. Very, 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 very unfortunate mistakes there by Brave New World. As you can currently see, they had both those points, and they would have stayed back, played defensive, and held them. That might have been GG at that point if they were able to hold both of them, but they just lost both of them. Both of those points that they were holding, due to the fact that they actually sort of just let those freely. Because mine got decap, they ran back, and because someone that was the only person on mid had to go back to defend the mine, they lost mid as well. Now keep in mind, they did get the mine put back. Both those bosses are still up. They may need to rely on those bosses at this point. They're almost exactly 20 points behind, so this is going to be a really close ending here. It's either going to come down to this mid fight, or whoever snipes bosses quicker here. As you can currently see, Spawner is being targeted by blue team. Red team is not going to be within range of a snipe. However, at the same time, we do have, this is my DPS guard from Sync, going to decap this over here, and that is the mine being decap. He's not even caring about that. He's just running away. The score is tied, but again, Sync's going to take the lead, and Sync's the only one with income at the moment as well, and blue team is looking like they may lose the mid fight. They need to get more people here. They need to recap the mine point, and actually, now this is my DPS guard is looking to take the full cap over here. Oh my goodness, this is horrible for Brave New World. They're just so split up at the moment, and at such a crucial time too, as you can see. Their Engineer Spirits is trying to sneak over here to try and take down the Chieftain. The question is he going to be able to actually get it? He's, I think, just taking a quick look at his build here. I can't actually look at the build itself, the traits anyway, but this is going to be really hard for him to take it down. He's going to take it down, but not as quick as he would like, not as quick as like a 100 Blaze Warrior could at least. And as you can see right there, it's not going to matter, unfortunately. They did split up a little bit more towards the end there. The save did not come in. He did kill it. Unfortunately, it was about 10 seconds too late, and because of that, we are going to be seeing Sync take this game. A very good game indeed. I'll probably be uploading this one. Guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. There's new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, as well as the live streams where these are being recorded live right now every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. More info on that is on the channel. For those of you watching on Twitch, please feel free to comment about that game as well. And everybody else, have a great day.
Mm.